high. And here, right in the beginning of the site, the altar of Isaac, the place that Abraham took Isaac to sacrifice him in the order of Lord, as mentioned in Genesis chapter 22. The Jews believe it was in Jerusalem, the Temple Mount, and the Samaritans believe that it was here in Mount Gerizim. As you can see, it's one of the most sacred places for the Samaritans. Here there is a nice site. You can see the marvelous view in front of us, and we'll continue to the rest of the site. You can see the remains of a sacred city. Josephus, the historian, the Jewish historian, wrote that in the Persian period, a temple was built on the top of the mountain, and around it there was a city of the priests and the servants in the holiness. The temple continued until the Hellenistic period, until John Hyrcanus II, the Hashmonid king, came and destroyed the city and the temple. Just look, the marvelous view. Amazing. One of the most interesting finds in the area is this wall. It is 83 meters long and almost 1.5 meters thick. This is probably was the western side of the Samaritan temple. Actually, this is the western wall of the Samaritan, the wailing wall of them. We don't see a note here, but maybe I will put some. I will the first one. Let's try, why not? As you can see here, this is the Pilgrim's Way. On the 3 pilgrimage holidays, Passover, Sukkot and Shavuot, the Samaritans pass every house, they collect all the community, and they come through this trail up to the Mount Gerizim. They pass what we see, the foundation stone, the altar of Isaac, the top of the mountain. For the ceremonies, it's exactly like in the biblical times. Amazing. This is the 12 stones altar, which according to the Samaritans, Joshua, son of Nun himself, put these 12 stones, which no iron tools touch them, here, and build an altar according to the Lord's command. The Samaritan considered this act as the beginning of the life in the Holy Land. The Samaritan calendar begins in this event, not creation of the world like the Jews, not the Hijra like the Muslims, not the birth of Jesus like the Christian. No, the entrance to the land, to the promised land. Behind it you can see the Byzantine wall. We'll skip over it and we'll see what we have the other side. Mountain, we can see a Byzantine church was built in 484 CE by the Emperor Zenon. After the rebellions of the Samaritans against the Byzantine, they just destroyed the place, built a church. They declared, we are the masters of the area. Why the church is right here, we don't really know. There is a tradition in the book of the Gospel, according to John, chapter 4, I think, that Jesus met a Samaritan woman down in the city of Sukkar, now modern day Nablus. But I guess they just found a reason and built. You see, it's an octagonal church, and soon we will go and go around it. Again, this is the Byzantine church. We can see the apsis there and the secondary apsis. This church is an octagonal, and we know that this shape, like a Dome of the Rock, was built to memorize some event, probably something with Jesus and the Samaritan woman. And we can see here some sheikh tomb, grave of some sheikh, which I don't remember his name right now. And we will go up there just to see again, go over the church. We'll go to this terrace to see the marvelous view. Here we can see right beneath us the city of Shechem, Nablus in front of us there, Mount Eval. Remember the ceremony, the Bible book, Deuteronomy, and the book of Joshua. Downstairs we can see the city which Josephus described us, and in Nablus itself, not from here but from the other side, we can see the church of the well of Jacob, tomb of Joseph, and the ancient Nablus. The original place of the sacrifice of Passover. Each family should sacrifices a young lamb, and this was the place for centuries. In the last decades, they do it downstairs in the Samaritan neighborhood. I don't know why, but this is the original place. Respect. You see the pit there, that where they put the meat on the fire. It was part of the ceremony.